In this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 20th of February. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director at Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is the weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts. So this week we have CSL, Silex, Duratec, A2 Milk and Petronis Resources. So if you have a request, please send it through. Make sure you're getting our free newsletter, but our best recommendations come out on Tuesday in the Dynamic Investor Report. So please make sure you're getting that report. But if you do enjoy these videos, we'd love you to share them on social media or even leave us a review. Our main business is in portfolio management. So if you'd like to have a managed account with me, then please let me know. And the advice here is general only. So we've got a weekly chart here of CSL. We could see that it remains stuck in this sideways range going back about 5 years. Shorter term, it is looking vulnerable. It's obviously hit resistance and is falling back, but it is getting close. If I zoom back out to a big area of support, we could see that it sort of bounced from these lower levels on a number of occasions. So look, you could potentially trade the range with CSL, sort of buy it here, have your stop there and look for the rally back up. But obviously if this big sideways range is just one large consolidation, then, if we were to get an upside break, you should end up with a very strong multi-year rally. But for the moment, bit of downside to these levels. Okay, Silex, we'll go to the daily chart. So it's a stock that we could see it sort of run up towards this old high and was sort of building up under the old high, gave a bit of a breakout, but that failed. And if you had your stops near $6, then obviously it's, you would have been stopped out. But look, it's back in the range now. So there's obviously a bit of a trading range here. There's a gap here that it seems to have slowed down into and is finding a bit of support at this gap. But, we need to look for some sort of, bounce off the lows if you're looking to buy it. So, early signs it might be finding support here, getting ready to go. Otherwise, if it can't hold, this is a major level here near the December lows. So they're the sort of next couple of key levels to look for a reversal if you're looking for a trade. Duratec, so we could see it's been, still trending well. If we just zoom out a bit, we could see that it did sort of break to a new high. So it sort of ran up and found resistance there at the old high and is now broken through it. Yeah, it's sort of paused for a few days there after that breakout on good volume. So potentially it's still even a buy here. You'd have to sort of lift up your trailing stops even as close as this sort of $1.70 level. But yeah, it looks like it could head higher. A2 Milk. So we could see over the past year, it's been quite volatile. Would have been a difficult one to trade. You've got strong moves up, but then you've got these sort of big moves down as well. Obviously, we've got a gap up here, big volume. It's holding on to these levels. We didn't see the selling kick in after such a big move, so it's holding in. Obviously, it's near this high, so there's getting a bit of resistance. Yeah, it's hard to sort of chase it now after a big move. I think it's, if you're in it, just sort of let it run. But if you're looking for a buy, ideally, if you can sort of trade sideways for a while and just absorb any selling, then that will give you an opportunity. Otherwise, if it just keeps heading high, it's not really one you want to be chasing. Okay, and Petronis. So we can see that it's not trending. I mean, we could say that it's perhaps fairly range bound over the past 12 months. It's got up near this sort of October high and found some resistance. Yeah, look, it's one that I think that you'd hold and maybe keep a bit of a tight stop in case it comes all the way back to the bottom of the range. But again, it's hard to sort of chase it here when you've got resistance so close by. Okay, well that's all for this week. If you have a request, send it through and we'll try to cover it next Thursday for you.